So I guess you'll notice a little something different. I chopped my hair off. Something that happened. I also found a decent way to film with my back-facing camera on my phone. My jewelry box actually has a mirror in it, so I can see myself, and I know that you can see me. So today, this video is going to be my reading story. I saw Bryson and Books do this, and I really liked it, and I really wanted to tell you guys my reading story. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Anyways, so I've actually really been around reading my entire life. My parents both read a lot, and I'll insert a little clip if you haven't seen my first bookshelf tour of their library that we have downstairs. It's insane. Just insane, the amount of books they have. So I've always been around reading. I guess I remember the first chapter book I read, but the first memory I actually have is must have been 3 or 4. I wasn't actually reading yet, but it was this first memory I have is of this book that my dad actually sent to me when I was in college. He found a copy of it, and oh my god, it is Brown Bear, What Do You See? By Bill Martin Jr. and Eric Carle. My parents used to read this to me all the time, and when I was little one day, at 3 or 4 years old, I came out of my room, "Mommy, look, I can read." And I was holding the book like this, reading it from memory. So, there's that. I mean, I don't remember if I actually ever learned to read this book or if I just memorized it, but I knew it by heart. But my first grade year, my teacher had us write a lot of books, and that's when we learned to read and everything, and I really enjoyed that, and I just kind of stuck with it. I've always written little stories and stuff like that. The first chapter book I remember ever finishing was Charlotte's Web. Oh my god, that book. So many memories. It was so cute, and I don't like spiders, but I love that book. And really, I read all throughout elementary school. I liked the Babysitter's Little Sisters series, and then when I got older, the Babysitter's Club series. I liked Nancy Drew for a little bit. In junior high, I started reading more young adult stuff. I have a higher reading level than what I actually read because I'm interested in the YA stuff. I don't really care about adult fiction and stuff like that. It's kind of boring, and I don't relate to any of the characters, so I read below my level, which is whatever. But I remember in high school, I was always passing books around with some of my friends. I'm really glad that I found friends who liked to read as much as I did. I remember the first time I read the Harry Potter series. My parents actually read it first. My mom's like, "You have to read this, it's so good." And I was reading the first book, and the movie was just being advertised at the time as I was reading it. And I just went to the movie. I really didn't care about the book at all. I know, horror, right? I didn't care. I did not want to read the book. And my mom said I could not see the movie until I finished the book. So I lied. I did not finish the first book for the first time until probably 3 years ago. I never finished it. I was like, "Mom, I finished it," and then I saw the movie. And then, I mean, I really liked the movie, so I read the rest of the books and obviously fell in love with them. And I always got them. We ordered them from Barnes & Noble, so they'd be at our doorstep the day they came out, so I never had to wait in line or anything like that. And my parents wouldn't take me anyways. And I would lock myself in my room and read it all. I read it twice probably in an amount of 2 or 3 days. And then my parents could read them. Maybe. The next time I remember really getting into a book was the Twilight series. Like, I still read all the time. I always had a book with me. I was always reading, but I can't remember the books. But I do remember the first time I read Twilight. I'd seen the movie first. My friend was like, "You have to see this movie, but don't go with your boyfriend because you're going to drool over Rob Pattinson." And I didn't drool over Rob Pattinson, but I was like, "Oh, this movie is interesting. Let me read the book." And then I fell in love with the books. I read all 4 of them in the matter of 5, maybe 6 days. I was in high school. I was a junior or senior in high school, so I wouldn't read them all again. The more I think about it, the more I really don't like the books. But I really did like them then, and it was something that all my friends and I did together. So something we could talk about and go to the movies together with, and movies suck. But then I went to college, and I stopped reading for a little bit. I didn't stop reading altogether, but I just didn't have time for fun reading. I had a lot of classes to do things outside my comfort zone and like make friends, which didn't work. Finally, I realized I wanted to read, and I started taking English classes, and I majored in English, and I read all the time, all of the books. I just read them all. Got to the point where my last semester in college I had 7 English classes, which is 21 credits, which is why I was able to graduate a semester early. I was reading at least 3 novels a week. 7 English classes, most of them had a novel we were supposed to read every week or every 2 weeks, so I was reading a lot. And that really helped me get back into reading too. Like, with all my other English classes, like I had another 3 years of English classes, but I was kind of like, these are alright. My freshman English class is called WBIS, Writing-Based Inquiry Seminar. I took it, it was called Remembering the Holocaust, so it was a genocide-themed English class, which sounds terrible, right? It does. But it was so interesting, and my teacher was just phenomenal. He really made me want to be a writer and an editor and whatever else I'm going to be doing with my life. I read a lot of really good books in college, and now that I'm out of college, I'm catching up on all of the YA that I missed in college, and I'm really loving almost everything that I read. I love doing BookTube, which is my next point. I started BookTube 4 or 5 months ago now, and I'm falling in love with it every day. I love making videos for you guys. I love watching other people's videos and commenting and having discussions about books, and I've found my people. Like, English people, English major people are my people as well, but in a different way. We have literary theory discussions, not, oh my god, I love this book discussions, and I just, ooh, you understand me. You are my people, and it makes me so happy. So yeah, right now, I guess in my book story, I am just reading for fun because I can, and writing a little bit. I love to read, and I'm glad that it never truly went away from me, and that I have my friends and my family to keep me motivated in reading. So yeah, that is my reading book-ish story thing. I want to hear your stories, so tell me below if it's short or leave a video response and we can be friends. Yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.